Okay, hello. This is Brother Anthony. Okay, and this is iJac chapter 4, the beginnings of bad times. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. You know, when I started looking at this to read this, it started to remind me of those times. All right, the beginnings of bad times. A really good friend. The beginnings of bad times are easy to see now in hindsight. As with most of life's challenges and issues, once we reflect back upon them, we can see where we went wrong and which road we should have taken. I should have chosen the Irish cream ice cream instead of the brownie fudge special. Often we should have chosen neither because one, we are lactose intolerant. That's me. Two, it's too late to be eating dessert, and or three, we know we don't need that sugar anyway. 1 Corinthians 3:16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? 1 Corinthians 3:16. In life, we know when we are stepping on thin ice. In life, we know when we are stepping on thin ice. I am not talking about real ice because it's not easy to know if real ice is thin or thick. With real ice, like our metaphorical ice, experience has taught enough people along the way to let everyone know when to get on it, on the ice, in the winter or when to stay away. And normally it's how cold it has been for a certain period of time. And they know in the area where they live, where they ice skate on ponds and stuff, if it's cold enough and if it's been cold long enough. And plus, you can hit a hole in the ice and see how thick it is. That is the way it is with metaphorical ice. You know when you are stepping on to thin ice, and you know that you know it, but you step on it anyway. That is the way it is with metaphorical ice. You know when you are stepping onto thin ice, and you know that you know it, but you step on it anyway. You know something you're doing is bad for you. You know it's not good for you, and you do it anyway. You know you shouldn't be selfish, and you are selfish, and you do it anyway. You know you shouldn't be greedy. It's not good for you. You do it anyway. You know you shouldn't be jealous, and you are jealous, and you do it anyway. You know you shouldn't be bitter, and you are bitter, and you're going to do it anyway. You know you shouldn't hate, and you do it anyway. You know you shouldn't be a racist, but you are, and you do it anyway. And it goes on and on and on. That list goes on and on and on. That's why Jesus is coming to take care of this business. All right. You step on it anyway. That's where I was, honestly, folks. I really didn't know that I was stepping on the thin ice. I didn't. I thought the ice would support me. I had a married woman as a friend, a really good friend. That was the thin ice. Sex or an intimate relationship was truly the furthest thing from my mind. Not even at all. It had not even entered my mind. But just because a thing, a thought, an emotion, a condition is not there in your mind, in your psyche, in your being, in the space in which you are operating, doesn't mean it cannot come in. Okay, let me say this again. Sex or an intimate relationship was truly the furthest thing from my mind. It had not entered my mind, sex or relationship at all. But just because a thing, a thought, an emotion, a condition is not there, open parenthesis, in your mind, comma, in your psyche, comma, in your being, comma, in the space in which you are operating, close parenthesis, doesn't mean it cannot come in. And you are the one who allows it to come in. Right. And I have a little a window with text in it that says, "Let not your emotions lead you down a road of destruction. Let not your emotions lead you down a road of destructions." Now, I want to tell you what happened, but I don't know if it's in here. And so I'll tell you here what happened real quickly. The come in, cannot come in thing. This is what happened. This woman at work, I work Federal Reserve Bank, friend, she was a writer, I was a writer, but I was doing AV, but had these books I was working on and had finished. And well, no, hadn't finished. I was working on. Um, so I'd eat lunch with this person every other day or whenever you know, I pass cross. In any event, we eat lunch one day. I went to go get some food or something from at the serving area, and when I came back, this is the honest truth. Now, I'm not making this up. When I came back to the table, I guess, 15, 20 feet from the table, something like that. When I looked at this person, as if something came over me. I mean, it was just like, whoosh, and it was love. I mean, it was just boom. And I looked at it, I'm like, and I looked at it, I said, oh my goodness. And it was directed toward, so anyway, when I sat down at the table, I said, hey, listen, I think I'm in love with you. And I was concerned because I thought maybe she had put something in my food or something because it was so strong and happened so quickly. It was like, maybe something she did, because they say if a woman takes menstrual blood and put it in your food, she can control you. That's that voodoo stuff. In any event, or crush pubic hair up and put it in your food. In any event, um, that's what happened. And I was blown away. And at the time, I was planning on, my then wife and I were planning on getting divorced. When we left California to come to Georgia, Atlanta, the plan was for us to get divorced, to set things up and me to, you know, boot me out of there, which she finally did eventually. All right, so um, doesn't mean it cannot come in. Wicked imaginations can come and show its ugly head and walk around with his hands on his hips and kick stuff around, make a mess of things. In this case, that is just what happened. And I know there are those of you who are reading this book or listening to me who are saying, I know what you were talking about. I know what you're talking about, brother. It all started innocently enough. A relationship with a married woman. It was absolutely innocent. Absolutely. On my part, anyway. Absolutely. Because in the Fed, what I'm not telling you, and it's not in this book, the Fed every Fed that I know of is filled with women. One building is filled with women, administrative types, and another building is filled with economists. Most of those are guys. But the Fed filled with women. So when I tell you I was eating lunch with this woman, I could have been eating lunch with any women. There's a ton of women there. Okay, Federal Reserve, bunch of them. Still there too, I'm sure. Beautiful, intelligent women, all nationalities. Okay. Right. I know there are those who read this book who are saying, I know what you are talking about, brother. It all started innocently enough. A relationship with a married woman. That was bad enough. But the worst of it is this. I don't know. I'm reading this like I don't know what I'm about to read. That's interesting. Okay. That was bad enough. But the worst of it is this. I began to love her more than I love God. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. I remember. I can't hardly remember, but you put nothing before the Lord. That was the beginning of bad times. You put nothing before the Lord. I'm a person who loves Jesus. Y'all may say, oh, this book title, you don't love Jesus, you picking at Jesus, you picking at Christianity. Oh, no, I love Jesus. And if I say that too much right now, I'll be in tears because the love will overflow. It'll overflow and overtake me. But I love Jesus, so don't think I don't like Jesus or Christians. No, no, no. I am a spiritual warrior, the Lord God Yahweh, the Most High, Most Omnipotent One. Exodus 20, verses 1 through 5. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. We're in spiritual bondage in America right now. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Exodus 20, 1 through 5. You Baal people, remember that. This was a violation of numero uno of the Big Ten. I had violated a biggie, and calamity was sure to follow, and it did. I had placed this woman on a pedestal higher than God and was serving her. And at the time, I did not know it. I did not see it. I was just head over heels in love. She would call me her soulmate, and I could have gone with her. I'd have been living on a golf course, huge big house. I mean, could have all happened like that. But I was trying to adhere to Christian ethics, and it's in here, I'm sure. So anyway, God bless you. I love you. I'll read the next section, maybe this afternoon or something, but I have to get some growing spirit soul videos done, and I have to deal with current events videos. All right. I want to let you know I've been dealing with this COVID, whatever it is, since October the 9th, October 7th, and I'm still dealing with it, or whatever it is, but it's gotten better. So you can see I'm better. But last night I guess I slept, I don't know, 10 hours or something. Otherwise, I would be looking bad, and I couldn't give you this video today, or these videos. But in any event, God bless you. I love you. Each one bless one. Peace and love in Christ. Support a brother. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Tell other people about it. Share this video and these other videos with people. They're important. They're important. God bless you. Have a wonderful day in the Lord God Almighty and Jesus, who is the Christ.